So when I think of the term alpha dog as it relates to NBA players and their ego, the one name that comes to my mind is Russell Westbrook. So he's no doubt one of the greatest point guards in NBA history after averaging a triple-double for the second straight NBA season. But with that being said, what's the one play call that you can always run through OKC? Give the ball to Russell Westbrook and move the hell out of the way. That does work if the right players are around you. But with that being said, man, when you have other egos on your team, that is totally going to screw up chemistry. So we've seen that a lot with Russell Westbrook and Paul George, Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony, to the point where these great NBA players on Russell's team sometimes is wasted talent. Now, that's not a knockdown to Russell Westbrook because he's a guy that deserves to be the #1 option in your offense. But you really need to put around the perfect players to optimize Russell Westbrook on your NBA team. If you really want to go for that NBA championship, it's not always about putting a team full of superstars together. It's about putting the right players around your superstar to really fix chemistry. And I think that's the issue with the OKC Thunder, guys. So for today's video, we are going to try to build the perfect NBA team around Russell Westbrook. Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So this is the start of a new series here on my channel. Basically, guys, this is going to be like, it's not so much like a rebuild because we're not going to worry about contracts or making, you know, the financial stuff match up or anything. Simply the point of this video is to build the perfect team around Russell Westbrook. So I'm just going to trade for players that I think would be a great fit alongside the triple-double monster right here. So yeah, man, Russell Westbrook is an absolute beast. With that being said, guys, like I was saying earlier, guys like Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, they are great basketball players, just not great players to play alongside Russell Westbrook. I would probably say Melo more than Paul George at this point. But yeah, guys, let's get started on this. Let's go ahead and put players together on this team alongside Russell Westbrook. It's not so much about winning a championship, just as it is like optimizing the stats of Russell Westbrook and making him, you know, really take this team to the next level. So, I guess what I should say first is Steven Adams is like the perfect center to play alongside Russell Westbrook, guys. He does not really demand the basketball, but with that being said, he does bring the hustle, and he is the ideal just teammate for Russell Westbrook in the sense that, like I said, man, he's going to hustle, he's going to grab rebounds, he's going to play defense, he's going to have your back, you know, when somebody's coming at you like that. So I know OKC Thunder fans love Steven Adams. I absolutely agree that as far as his chemistry with Russell Westbrook, that's just something you don't really want to split up, not to mention he's only 24, so fantastic NBA player, guys. Steven Adams is going to stay on this team. The first player we are going to do, and guys, do not mind the trades at all. Like I said, this is just about getting the players on the team, so no, they're not going to look realistic or anything like that. But the first one we are going to do, this is the player that I really do think that the OKC Thunder should have went for a long time ago. He plays currently for the Los Angeles Clippers, guys. He averaged 15 points per game and shot about 38% from three. Now, this is mostly from his time on the Detroit Pistons, and that is Avery Bradley. So, Avery Bradley is one of those players that is just the ultimate teammate because he is going to give his all in every single possession. But with that being said, he's not somebody that really demands the basketball. Probably, I'm gonna be quite honest, guys. As far as like cutting to the basket hard, just like, you know what, man, I'm going to cut to this basket and make the play for the team. There is none better in the NBA than Avery Bradley. I mean, I've seen this dude play live and stuff like that, and he is absolutely great. I feel like him in the backcourt with Russell Westbrook, not only from a defensive standpoint, but just what these guys could also bring offensively, the absolute perfect shooting guard to team up with Russell Westbrook. Now, I know in a lot of cases, people are going to be like, you know, they already got Robertson who plays good defense, but Avery Bradley is pretty much an offensive version of Robertson, right? So I think he would be a great fit for this team. So welcome to the squad. Next up, we have a small forward, and this is a guy that really took the next leap this NBA season and currently matched up against the OKC Thunder in the first round of the NBA playoffs. He plays for the Utah Jazz, guys. His name is Joe Ingles, and this dude right here, man, one of the greatest perimeter defenders in the NBA right now. His three-point shots, he's currently averaging about 12 points, shooting 44% from three, and getting about 5 assists per game. I mean, another guy that's just like he's going to fill in the spots that need to be filled while Russell Westbrook calls the isolation, draws in the defender. You kick it out to Joe Ingles for the three ball out there. I just feel like this would be such another one of those great players that would help Russell Westbrook average another triple-double for the rest of his NBA career. I love him out here, guys. Am I saying he's better than Paul George or Melo? No, but he's a better player to play alongside Russell Westbrook, so welcome to the team. All right, next up, guys, we have a power forward, and this is a guy that I think is totally cool with being a second option. A guy that's, you know, every now and then can give you a 20, 30 point per game, but at the same time, if he doesn't get his shots, you know, if he shoots like 7 times a game or he's kind of struggling out there, he's not really going to force shots up or anything like that. He rebounds the basketball, he can stretch the floor out, and really that's the ideal case in this situation, is putting shooters around Russell Westbrook, guys that shoot it consistently. This is a player that plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it is Kevin Love. I mean, Kevin Love has been that second option to LeBron James, really a third option, go back to the Kyrie Irving days, really ever since he's been on the team, and he's been on the team for, what, 3-4 seasons now? So, I mean, I know on Minnesota, like, he knew I'd be that guy, but when he was the guy, he realized his team was not winning, so he was totally okay with taking that back seat on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it would be the same case, and that's kind of the difference between, like, a Kevin Love or a Carmelo Anthony, is Melo, you know, he doesn't really know that he needs to be a third option on a team for his team to succeed. He's like, you know what, man, I'd rather get my buckets and be that number one option, you know, than take W's and be a third option, where Kevin Love definitely is one of players that I think he's a good teammate and just wants to win basketball games. So from a starting five lineup, I don't think it gets better than this for putting guys around Russell Westbrook. And not to mention, guys, I mean, I could honestly put, like, you know, Kawhi Leonard on this team and get LeBron James. That's not really the point of this series. This is, like, more like a realistic type of thing of putting these players around them. It's just as far as doing contracts and everything, you know, 2K is a bitch-ass game about that. But if the GM of this team was able to make this work, what are your guys' prediction for how the record of this team would actually finish? I'm not going to do too much of the bench because I feel like the bench unit is fine. Maybe I'll get a quick backup point guard. I'll go to free agency for that real quick. What do we got out here for point guards on the team? Yeah, like a Darren Williams. I mean, I'll just sign him odd. Okay, I only do 15 players on the roster. Let me go trade finder real quick here. We'll get somebody on the squad here. We got like a billion power forwards. So let me trade away. I actually like Jeremy Grant a lot. Patterson, I'll trade him away. I really don't need him all that much on the team. So hopefully we get a good backup point guard. Deladova, there we go. Another hustler guy out there that can shoot some three-pointers. Could probably play in the backcourt at times with Russell Westbrook. So I know OKC fans are going to look at this team and be like, this team is not as good as the current OKC Thunder. On paper, no, they are not. But from a teammate standpoint, I think this team right here could make some noise in the Western Conference. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think the final record of this team is going to be. I'm predicting Russell Westbrook's going to have a crazy-ass season, and I'm going to say 53 wins on the season. I don't know what the OKC Thunder's record was in real life, but I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty good about this lineup right here, so let's go ahead and simulate that NBA season. So from a regular season standpoint, 57-24 on the season, guys. One more game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and we finished with a W on the season, guys. 58 wins, good for third place in the Western Conference. Look at that, guys. Russell Westbrook getting the MVP at 29 points, 10 rebounds, 9.5 assists per game. So actually the numbers are not as good. The scoring is up a little bit, I believe. The rebounds about the same, average 0.5 less assists out there, but the team success was much better, which is what it's all about in the end of the day, guys. He even shot about 40% from three right there. Donovan Mitchell, Rookie of the Year. He is the rest of the stats for you guys to see. I don't think we're going to see any other OKC Thunder players on the All-NBA teams. Maybe Kevin Love, I guess, and he actually does make it. So All-NBA 13 for Kevin Love on this NBA season, guys. Really liking the makeup of this team. Let's go to the player stats on the season. And yeah, Russell Westbrook, we know his stats right there. Kevin Love, 21 points, 11 rebounds per game, and 3 assists. Let's see how many shots these guys all took. So we took 17 shots. Russell Westbrook, 21 out there. Steven Adams, really happy I kept him around. He's at 15 points, 11 rebounds, got the steal, got almost 2 blocks per game. Avery Bradley, 14 points, 10 from Joe Ingles out there. Both got a few rebounds, both got a few assists. Actually, 6 assists from Ingles is like perfect right there. As far as three-point percentage, I mean, yeah, they got open. So 44 from Avery Bradley, 41% from Joe Ingles. And just the makeup of the team, guys, it was great, man. It was absolutely great. I don't know, if you guys want to try this out yourself, let me know in the comment section below what you think the perfect team around Russell Westbrook would be. Let's go to the team stats on the seasons just so we can see how we did offensively. From an offensive standpoint, we were 10th in the NBA, definitely not bad at 108.3 points per game. We gave up as far as defense goes. We were actually the best defensive team in the NBA, which I was kind of expecting because when you get teammates out there that are committed to defense, that's going to lead to transition points, which is what Russell Westbrook excels in the end of the day, man. So 3-point percentage, about 37% from 3, not bad. Free throws, you know, we got to the free throw line quite a bit out there. Just overall, guys, I'm loving it out here, man. I'm absolutely loving it. I do want to know in the comment section below what teams you guys would say, though. Let's do these NBA playoffs real quick. In the first round, we do have the San Antonio Spurs. Do I feel like this team is good enough to win the championship? Probably not quite. I can see them losing to the Houston Rockets in the second round, or maybe the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference. Seem like current round here, though, or maybe the first round. Okay, well, Maybe it's just how 2K is, guys. In the end of the day, man, maybe the OKC Thunder are just not meant to get past the first round of the NBA playoffs. No, they actually still might be the Jazz. I don't know at this point. It's like, I think there's, right now the Jazz are currently up 3-1. So either you're watching this and the Jazz won, or you're watching this and the Thunder blew a 3-1, or the Jazz blew a 3-1 lead. But yeah, man, it's just how it is sometimes. Russell Westbrook, he definitely is a guy that is going to go for his stats, even if he doesn't say so. And really, man, that's the perfect team you want to put around Westbrook. It's not necessarily going to be a championship team, but that's definitely going to put a show on for the NBA audiences out there. And is his style of play meant to win an NBA championship? I'm not quite sure it is, guys. You let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which team I should do or which player I should do next in the comment section below.